We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
First carry here for Phillip Lindsay. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the tackle.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsay. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Chavez, flush to his right. Oh, one in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. It turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now Chavez to throw. Throwing after the interception. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Chavez being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Chavez. He's got his tight end fan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, Chavez. He'll find Lindsey here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again, Chavez. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Chavez. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Herbert. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Yetur Gross-Matos coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
3rd down.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Out of the gun, Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads, and you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Number 30.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Chavez escaping the pressure right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And it's caught on the right side at Smith. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. From 4 yards out. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
1st down, Denver.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Chavez. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Chavez. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsey.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Chavez throwing on 3rd and long. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos.
For the Broncos.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth. Here's Ty Long now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Returnable for Grant. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
The tackle by
a nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Here's Herbert now on second down. Flushed out right. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. They snap it to Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Kevin Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Chavez now on 1st and 10. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Operating from the gun, Chavez, flush to his right, to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Chavez. That's caught inside the 20.
Chavez.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Lenzen. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more there and another first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Operating from the gun, Chavez escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Finding room at the 30. And some room to run now. He's at the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now Chavez on first down. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Denver.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right. And as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They run the counter now on first down. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, but led to a really nice game.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. A good pickup there at 22. Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's complete on the bubble screen. It's Smith. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Yetur Gross-Matos able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position, When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
For first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Chavez. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lindsey. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally would do is run routes that will pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Here's Chavez. Throwing on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Lindsey. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And some room to work. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Philip Lindsey. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Broncos.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 35. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline, whether it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It's a game.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Chavez flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
6 brings up 2nd and 4.
Working with a 2nd and 4. From the gun, Chavez eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
1st down, Broncos.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Chavez. Complete. That's Lindsey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It's big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack.
4th down.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
All On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
At the 38-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. Herbert back to the air. Flushed out right. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
A gain of
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Chavez. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Chavez to throw on 1st and 10. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 50 yards. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Chavez from the gun, he'll throw.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Herbert. Flush to his right. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Looking sideline, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
The Chargers on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Herbert throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A. In the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Chavez now. Back to the air on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lindsay. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got them 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's back to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Landry again the intended target, and it's 2nd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. He'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly, costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. From the gun, Chavez. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
Broncos 26.
Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone. But anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right? Where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for the Chargers, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been